Hello, world history students. This is Mrs. Politsky. I have your notes for Chapter 26, Section 1, The Decline of the Qing Dynasty. So let's take a look here. In number one, British merchants who had tried to establish basically colonial trading and such broke China's trade barriers by trading opium in exchange for Chinese tea, silk, and porcelain. This is a problem because obviously opium is highly addictive. Um, the British, for the most part, figured if they could trade this product, which for the most part the Chinese government did not want in their country, that they could pretty much manipulate trade. And what's weird is this was kind of sanctioned by the Queen, Queen Victoria. So in a way, Queen Victoria and El Chapo, they have a lot in common. They were both, for the most part, drug lords. And number two, the unequal treaties between China and the imperialistic powers had the following two effects. First, they increased foreign trade or foreign influence in the form of trade. And then it also weakened the Qing dynasty at the same time. Number three, in 1900, the Boxers, sometimes known as the Society of the Righteous Fist, uh, who, for the most part, were an organization who was kind of opposed to the foreign influence in China, uh, got together and they caused a rebellion, sometimes known as the Boxer Rebellion, where they ended up killing hundreds of foreigners and also Chinese Christians to divide the imperialist. In a way, this was a kind of a turning point for imperialism. And rather than backing down, they kind of rearmed and tried to double down on their influence. A few years later, in 1905, the nationalists, these are people who wanted to have their own government, chose a man named Dr. Sun Yat sen. Sun Yat sen was a man who had been actually educated in Hawaii and spent some time in the United States. He would be chosen as the leader of the nationalists, and 6 years later, the Qing dynasty was overthrown, and China became a democracy. Thank you very much.